Girl, I know you feel it. Girl, you know what the deal
Alright, Joe, lay back, you know. I didn't go do some things, but yo. What's your favorite social network and why?
My favorite, like, social media?
Yeah, social network, yeah. Media, yeah. Burger.
Honestly, for two different reasons. Instagram, because it's a great marketing, like it's a way to really market whatever you're trying to market.
Right.
Like it's a good way to connect with other people that's trying to really like do music or anything. Like Instagram is really good for marketing and doing all that business and shit. But Snapchat, because I can just really where the fuck I want on Snapchat.
Me? I ain't gonna lie, I love Facebook. I think because I probably got the most friends on there. I probably had the most anything on Facebook, everything. But ever since I discovered Snap, 2014, that shit, I don't know, that shit is like the best for everything. Like, I don't want to sound like a dirty nigga, but
Creep.
Creep. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't keep nothing. No pictures, no conversation. You can have a whole conversation.
You can save it.
You can save it. Not without nobody knowing though. That shit tells you.
They both know. They both can see it.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't without, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what you want to do, but I think that's the best. That shit don't got no. I don't think they got no stipulations on that. On my Snap, I see some wild shit.
Nah, like it's like because like depending on who you following, they're gonna like they market it to who they follow. So like you can't say, oh, the kids shouldn't even be following. I think it's like a certain thing they got going, but like nah, Snap you can really get wild.
You can get wild. Like I heard Twitter is really like that. I don't know
Twitter didn't get me torn.
You got Twitter?
I had it when they first like I have a Twitter, but I'm never on Twitter.
I made one.
Yeah, like I still have my account. I can still go on it because it's still like my shit. But it's like I'm never on it. I probably posted it like twice when I had it in like 2016. Nah, Twitter is like really not for me. It never was. And Facebook, it used to be my shit. I ain't gonna hold you. It used to be.
How is it not now? Like, why you don't like Facebook?
It's too toxic now. Like
I feel like they're all like that. I think
in the beginning, it was I don't know because. I ain't gonna hold you. Back in my day, Facebook, I was plugging them. I'm not gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. Like Facebook, that's when I was really DMing and inboxing. Like that's when I was getting my shit off. Cause you can show kind of your personality with your little statuses, and then inboxing you can really talk to them.
I don't know. I'll probably message on Facebook before any other social media. I don't really do the Instagram. Snap, I might. But
You talking about now or in general?
Now, because Snap here, but in general, yeah, Facebook too, yeah.
Nah. What everyone honestly, I started on MySpace for me. That's when I was really getting my shit off.
Oh shit, they said MySpace.
Yeah, nah. That's when I was.
Of course.
What?
I mean, I go crazy. I mean, I haven't been lately. I've been chilling, but due to my history, I've been crazy with people on DMs on Facebook. But you said MySpace?
Nah, like MySpace is really where it started. Cause I was on MySpace until like the wheels fell off damn near. Like I was like, because Facebook was popular. I'm like, nah, I'm still shaking on MySpace. What are you talking about?
Younger, like Facebook was for college kids. People gotta understand that. When I first had a Facebook, that was my first year of college, ACC. And I think I got put on by somebody out there, but it was supposed to just for college kids.
Because I never how you even had to sign up, you had to fake it.
That's what I'm saying. Years ago, you start seeing people like your family members, your little brothers, what the fuck you doing, God? Shit was crazy. And then I guess they just say, you know what, F it. People are going to do it anyway.
No bullshit. I forgot all about that. Because at first, cause like a lot of times, you had to put a certain age, and like if you wasn't, because you was in college, you had to like damn near lie.
You had to lie. Some of y'all had to lie. Some of y'all had to lie to get your first Facebook.
No bullshit, I lied. No bullshit, I lied.
Some of y'all had to lie.
No bullshit.
To get your first Facebook.
That's big facts. I forgot all about that shit.
That's crazy.
That ass.
That's from my age.
Nah, but what? Because MySpace, because like, it was a whole little, because you could do a little page, do a little background, throw a little music on it, a little playlist. So it was like niggas already seen how you really get down for. Okay, you got a little cool little background, cool little songs. That's then you could put them in the top 8, top 5, top.
You could in your MySpace though. You could freak that shit back.
Word, I was freaking it.
That shit was crazy. You said the music, all that. Y'all was borderline technicians like.
Niggas was
ahead
of their time. Nigga.
Coding?
Niggas was ahead of their time,
bro. The fuck? People get paid. You know, people get paid to do that, right?
Niggas was ahead of their time, bro.
But that's crazy to be coding. I never really know how to do too much. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I did, but I forgot to do it because it's been so long. But because like when you were young and you started to do it, you doing it, and it's like, yeah, you gotta do this, and you gotta do that, and you gotta do that, and then you just download it and boom, 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 boom. But now you like, I don't know how to do that shit. I know how to do regular downloading this shit like that, but I can't code nothing.
And you had, you said you mentioned between top 8 or something like that.
Yeah, like that little top friends.
The top friends, like basically, the top friends was like. That was
the ones.
That was the one. Those your mans, like your friends or whatever you was, a family, or whatever.
Because you can adjust it. I think it was top. You could do a top 2, 4, 6. I think it was like that 2, 4, 6, 8, 16, 24. But you can make like if you want to put a top 8, you can put a top 8. You want only put a top 4 niggas, you can put top 4. You want to put top. So like certain niggas be like they would have a top 8, then some niggas would drop off to a top 4. Like okay, niggas not fuck with me. I like that.
That's what I'm saying.
That shit was
real, brother.
Shit, niggas like I had in my top. I think I had Tima in my top. I had some Tima Malone, you know what I'm saying? Assist. Then I had this. I forgot who I had in my shit.
I
had a couple chicks, a couple of my niggas. Wasn't that too crazy?
See, you young, you probably, I don't know, I remember that.
Yeah, see, nah.
I remember like, I don't really remember too much. I remember a little shit. I'll say this though, that must have been where T went on round about Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
Soldier Boy, he was the GOAT. I remember T and came to me talking about some fucking Soldier Boy. And I guess it must have been from. I think it must have been from MySpace.
No, it was.
YouTube wasn't really lit like that. Like it was there, but it wasn't lit like that. Like,
Cause you know why? Cause going back to the coding, cause like when you're doing the coding, it's the same way how you like gotta download for even get to your music on your playlist type. So like you're doing the same thing to go and find music the same way kind of that coding. So like you're going to other sites to go find music. That okay, I like this song, so let me go find it so I can put it on my joint. So while you're doing that, you're going through a song and you cook some shit and Soulja Boy and it's like, who the fuck is this nigga?
Yeah.
So it's like that happened because like these niggas kids nowadays don't know. You gotta go look for this shit. Yeah, like find this music. Like you gotta go look for that shit.
LimeWire, Napster, the LimeWire days.
Fucking on your computer and shit.
Yo.
Niggas don't know.
Like in my high school, there's people obviously who had access to like computers in the house and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Some people were smart back then to burn CDs, make little bread. Like I said, they had LimeWire and Napster shit like that. You had some CDs, you had some exclusive shit like say CD, go around selling CDs, $2 or $3 a piece and all that. Like I know people get bread off that shit. Like, those times were bad different.
Like niggas is really like hustling because like most niggas ain't have a computer, let alone was gonna do all that work. Cause niggas don't know niggas basically really gotta do work to do all that shit. Like to even go get the CDs, to even know how to fucking burn the music, to find the right music, then they go put the shit all on the fucking. That's a lot of shit.
I said a lot of shit before like came out. Like that was before download. That was your download. Like
no bullshit.
Exclusives.
And then the ringtone was stupid.
The ringtone era?
Stupid. Niggas did a little ringtone. They did do little voicemail shit.
Oh my god, the ringback tones, all that.
Mm-hmm.
If you had a girlfriend, she had to have a ringtone.
No bullshit.
I had a hoe. I always had a. I ain't gonna front. If I had 2 different girls, I had 2 different ringtones.
No bullshit.
And that was just what it was.
Yeah, I mean, if this is Play to our podcast, right?
Yep.
So if you would play, you would be a dummy to not know, like, so like you would have to have a different ringtone, but then you have to have like to know like you don't want to sound too different to where like she around like why your phone dinging different, like, and she hearing the difference of the dings and shit, like, you gotta, like, know when to, like, it was a little, and even back then, you had to even tell Shorty, like, don't check me right now, because I'm saying.
I didn't even care.
See, that's why I was ahead of my time.
I didn't even care.
See, I was ahead of my time.
Because that's just what it was.
Nah, I was ahead of my time. The whole time, like, I got caught up when a girl just grabbed my phone and it was like, fuck, she gonna see some shit.
You must have given her a reason to, though.
Nah.
Slept on your plater.
Nah, that was some really young shit and she was just, I didn't give a fuck, honestly. Truthfully, like, that's why, like, I didn't give a fuck because she was playing. Like, I'm like, nah.
Stop playing.
I was gonna say who it was, but this might go out and eventually somebody might watch this. And
I was gonna
yeah.
go no name.
No. I was gonna say no name. I was gonna, like, give you like a
time frame.
Yeah, and you was gonna know exactly who it was. But I was like, nah.
You already did it. I already know exactly what you're talking about. Forget about it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well,
I had Wild on my phone too. I was like going stupid. Grabbed it, she was like, threw my shit back. I'm like, yes, yeah. She seen it.
Yeah, she seen it.
Cause I ain't blocked nothing, I ain't hide nothing.
Back in the day. Back in the day, man, getting pictures and all that shit. It's crazy. Back in the day, the shit niggas had to do to get pictures and all that for females was crazy, man.
Word.
That shit was like
you had to have game to get pictures, my nigga.
game for real. You had to really. I mean, that's the outlet you thought you gave them, but these days they just give it to you on it. Like I said, on these social networks, they just give it to you now. Like, I can't believe it. Like
you came a long way.
A long way, like just giving you the cheese, just giving you here. I'm like, oh,
nah, like, cause like I'm trying to figure out what age or what grade when I first came out like mine. I think it was, I was definitely in high school. Definitely in high school. I think I was like, how did I get my first nude? I ain't gonna lie, I probably slammed it first.
When you get your first phone, how old you had your first phone?
8th grade. I had to wait.
I had my first phone in 8th grade too. That's crazy.
Nah, you had a phone before that.
Okay.
You sure? It was before that.
It was a little before that.
Yeah, a little bit.
But
I think it was like, yeah.
Okay.
I think it was like, you had like a little bullshit one like 6th grade. Yeah, I think you had like your real phone was 8th grade. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, or something like that. I remember I had went from 8th grade.
My first cell phone was no
bullshit.
Nothing.
I had a flip phone.
No,
I had the generic Verizon joint. The first one, like the little cheap little ones you buy at like the little convenience store now. Like a little regular flip joint. That's my first phone. This nigga, like a trap phone. Basically. That was my first phone. It was a Verizon trap phone. That was my first phone ever. And I was going dumb on that shit too. But I always loved that phone because nigga, I had a phone, nigga. Like that's when they didn't know nobody. Nigga, I had a phone. You on?
That's only for the writer. Yo, the phone, that shit not working.
It's not working? Perfect.
See?
You hot.
No, that shit not working.
Nah, that shit working, boy.
That shit not working. Y'all saw it. Still, what about the lighter?
I don't know.
Every time we smoking, shit grow fruit. I don't know how to get under you.
Nah, but fucking... Nah, literally. Fuck I was just saying?
I don't know, I'm high. I been forgot what you talking about. What were we talking about?
I almost had it. Damn, I forgot. Oh, flip phone.
Flip phone!
Your first phone. Yeah, it was literally... Because, nigga, that's when back then, these kids nowadays is spoiled.
Oh, y'all spoiled hell.
So it's like,
and shit.
nigga, that was my baby. What, nigga? In school, you had a phone? Like, nigga, what? That little flip phone got me so much girl because I had a phone and these didn't have a phone.
I ain't lie, by 10th grade, I had like 2 phones.
Nah, this nigga had little... What?
Don't ask me how. I wasn't selling drugs. I swear I was selling drugs. It just came up to me like that.
Life back then was cheaper, so you could.
It was just what it was.
And like when you get an upgrade, you keep the phone. So I think you got to upgrade or some shit.
Not because I had one monthly phone, and I bought another phone. T-Mobile.
Okay, yeah.
Shout out, back in the day, my man Jay. I ain't talk too much about that shit. I think he actually got joke with you, but I remember, I'm from RG and all that stuff. I remember back in the day, the phone thing, if you know, you know. But yeah, the phone game, it really stepped up back.
Like if you had a phone,
From
and then they start coming about like with little cooler phones, and then little sidekick wave. I never had a sidekick though.
I never had a sidekick.
Never had a sidekick.
And before that, there's other shit they had, like, before the sidekick, they had the two-way pagers, the three-way pagers. Those was like mini computers.
Word.
Literally a fucking mini computer.
That ass.
And then they evolved to like the earpieces with it. That was like early 2000s. That was like late 90s, early 2000s or some shit. Because I never had no shit. I was too young.
And even though it was like even kind of like you had to know how to even work them shits, my nigga.
That was basically when the text messages were invented. With the two-way pages and all that. Because before that, it was beepers.
Two-way
It was the beepers. Beepers are fucking... You get a beep, the number will pop up, and you gonna call a number.
No bullshit.
Shit was crazy. I had mad beepers. I had mad beepers, but none was connected. I don't know how I was getting them.
Niggas used to fake beat themselves and just... Because, like, it was a cool thing to even show your beeper. So niggas would fake beat themselves.
Fake beepers, brother. I mean, they wrote beepers, but they wasn't connected. Because after a while, they started going on styles. So, for example, two-way pagers.
It was those. I'm not reminiscing. There was those. You remember when the booth moved with chirps? The niggas really be chirping.
Chat phones, for real.
Bullshit. Because basically, and niggas don't know, because I know who's watching this. The booth chirp shits is a phone, but like when like you can't call a nigga, you can still chirp another booth mobile phone. So like
a walkie-talkie, basically.
No bullshit. So like oh fuck, I got a minute. He be like, oh, he got booped though. Yeah, chew your little button side. Bloop bloop.
Yeah, it was Boost Mobile, and I think Next Toe was supposed to with us. Sprint did it too a little bit, but basically, can you imagine that? Like, you just literally press a button and chirp somebody. Like, literally, yo, what you doing? And they can do this shit right back.
No funny shit.
Bro, that shit was kind of crazy.
Frisky.
That was kind of crazy, yo.
Crazy, my nigga. Niggas really be chirping niggas.
Yo, the cell phone get involved.
No bullshit.
You couldn't always go on the internet on your phones. You couldn't always go on the internet on your phones.
18 minutes.
Huh?
18 minutes. Yeah. 18 minutes.
Oh, yeah. You couldn't always go on the internet. I think the internet was introduced to like with I be saying the Engage. You know the Engage?
What is that?
I think it was called the Engage.
Was it a phone?
It's a phone.
What it look like? Did it slide up?
Something like that.
Was it like this kind of slide or like a this kind of slide up? This one or this one? A two thumb or the one?
It was weird.
Because I know you had some kind of like the first one you had, because you had like
I had a few phones.
You had a few phones.
But my phone basically, the second phone I had, that was like the T-Mobile phone. The main phone I all came from Verizon.
Yeah, because I remember the phone you had that when the screen kind of flipped sideways.
Yeah, that was the I call it the swivel.
Yeah, something like that.
Swivel, some 500. Oh, that was pretty cool. But the phone getting really involved, like.
Yeah. No bullshit. That's what I'm saying. Like if I had an iPhone back then, all that shit that I had, I would be recording on them little bullshit ass fucking cameras and all them shit.
The FaceTime people, like, yeah.
No bullshit.
Like,
when was the first time you know you could FaceTime? Like, what year was it?
I was just thinking this. I don't know. I think it was like.
Cause this shit, it's kind of new. Niggas keep forgetting this shit. No more than 5 years old. I don't think. Yeah, this shit new for real. Cause I remember shit was shit be on movies the other day, and they go film. That shit would never happen.
Yep. That's just
nigga. That shit would never happen, my nigga. Now this shit is nothing to niggas. This shit is. I promise you, it's no more than 5 years old. It has to be. Cause I remember like you had to fucking do like an app. It was Skype at first. It was Skype. That's what it was.
Right.
It was Skype, Swipe, Uber, all them other shit. And then I think Apple was like, nigga. That's what it was. See, I ain't too high. That's what it was.
Y'all remember Ubu?
That's exactly what it was.
Y'all remember Ubu?
Mm-hmm. With Uber and Skype, that's how you can start FaceTime again.
Yeah.
Because they do that shit on the computer first.
Yeah. Then
Apple was like, yeah, nigga, put that shit on the phone.
Been the best thing too.
Mm-hmm.
What's better? iPhone or
Android?
I have both.
I ain't gonna lie, up until, I want to say, the last maybe 6 or 5 years, I was thinking Android. Because prior to that, Android because they were so earlier, so like they could just do more things that Apple couldn't do. So like you could do more shit, but now on Apple, there's so much shit you can do. It's not you can't even compare them systems. Like Apple is so much better than because it does everything Android could do, but better.
The Android cameras like better than that.
Some of them are for like some are for like certain models. So it's like we talk about Android, you're talking about a bunch of different companies. So like some Samsung phone cameras, certain models cameras are amazing, but all Apple iPhone 13 is gonna be amazing camera. So you get it. So you can't compare iPhone to one Samsung, but because it's LG, there's Sony, there's Samsung, there's Android is it's all those companies. Android is like it's two different softwares. That's why Apple has its own and Android has its own. Samsung, LG, those are all Samsungs, but I mean those are all Android, but they're not all like.
Right.
So Apple has their own software. That's why can't nobody hack that shit. Can't nobody. So Apple does everything that an Android chip or Android shit can do, but it's better. That's why they can't fuck with them.
They competing though.
No,
they put 3 cameras and all type of shit. Like they keep up. It's crazy because I been doing for ugly. They told me I can literally get a newer Android for free, and the newer iPhone like a little discount type shit. I mean, a few $100 off, like not for free. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's the market. The bullshit. That's why, like the Android deals, we should be, and that's why for the longest I was fucking with the Androids because like them deals be there. I'm like, nigga, a phone is a phone. Honestly, like if you're not a nigga that's really doing too much on your iPhone anyways, like doing all the features, like using the camera for the photos and the emails and if you're not really using your iPhone for all the features, then nigga go get you an Android for real. But if you need an iPhone, you want to be cool and do all the FaceTime and all the shit that you need, then. But honestly. They're both a phone, my nigga. We just want to text and because I don't know if Android still has FaceTime. I know like they have like an app you can download.
I've been seeing some shit lately. Statuses, I don't know what happened, but Apple must have allowed some shit to where Apple and Android can FaceTime each other now.
I think it's an app though.
It's an app.
Because like I know like it's a Google because I know before like there's a Google yeah because I think Android has like a Google system where it's like compatible. It's just like Xbox and PS4. I think it's like a compatibility where I think it works now.
That's funny. So,
I think when we talking was like something about some height. Does height matter?
I got a question. Is there a difference between light skinned women, dark skinned women?
Is there a difference?
Do you really care about it?
Difference meaning like what?
I don't know. Like, I guess some people would be like, I don't like dark skinned women or I don't like light skinned women. Some people have their purposes. But is there different? I feel like it's just an individual purpose that you probably know. I mean,
I was about to say, yeah, like, if it's.
Can't really see the whole.
I mean, truthfully, it really depends. Like the shirt issue, it depends on the person. But like some, depending on the person, like some light skinned people and some dark skinned people have a certain like I don't want to say trauma or like if they like have like light skin bias, like they might have like a certain light skins might feel a certain type of way because they've been light skinned their whole life. Some people don't care that they're light skinned or not, but like some people like I'm light skinned. Like some stereotypes are true for a certain crowd, but it's not the truth for them. Like for most of the crowd.
What you mean, like you think light skinned people get treated better or get more privileges in a way?
No, some of them they feel like they are.
Mm.
So it's like it's a difference. Like and some dark skin don't feel like they are because they aren't because they're darker, and vice versa. Some people like someone's like.
And I don't think that's wrong either. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it is what it is. If you got confidence in yourself, cool. It's so silly because of how you look. Bullshit. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I be on Facebook. I be questioning mad people. If I catch myself in question too many light skinned girls, I'll straight up stop and purposely look for more. I mean, darker ones. Cause I know like that's not even realistic at the end of the day. Like, I think it's ends up like the real like that. Cause
do you have a preference?
I don't. Honestly, I don't. I love all shape sizes.
So like, just to keep it playing. So like when you scrolling, like what's the first thing you like? You stop and like, well, okay, like she look alright and shit. Like what do you like?
I mean,
what catches your eye more than what don't?
I guess a pretty face in general. Like obviously, that's look like what you want to see. I mean, it's a pretty face, so being a nice body pic. That's just being realistic. You know what I mean? You got a picture with your boyfriend or somewhere, I'm not gonna add you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just realistically, but shit like that. Then if I do click on it, if I see pictures of it, your boyfriend, I want to add you. But if I see it, you know, it's you and you don't look like you're young and you know, some of that shit's tricky, but you look cool and all that. I'll add you. It don't matter if you're light skin, dark skin, tall, big. I like all of it. I like who like me. Yeah. All those type of women like me, so I'll just give it a straight up.
I used to always lie to myself and be like, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say it like this: I don't have a type, but I have a type.
So you got a type?
No, I know I do, but because like you just said, you like who like you. So naturally, if you're a naturally attractive person and you happen to like me, it's a good vibe. I'm gonna end up liking you too, just because it's a good vibe and I find you attractive.
That's the fact.
You might not necessarily be my type though. You get it?
Honestly, I don't think nobody actually ends up with their type. Who really ends up with their type? Like, if you had a type, it's obviously there's like a list you going by. This is the type of girl you like. Nobody's really end up being with their type. I don't think so.
But my type, I don't really feel like it's a type. It's just I feel like it's a really ground level basics type. Like obviously, like because like I like what I like, which honestly I like. You gotta at least be my skin tone, low. Like I like a melanated. Like I like the chocolate. Like I like smooth chocolate melanated. Even if you like Dominican or black or like, you just gotta have beautiful chocolate skin. Like I'm not discriminatory in that way because like not all black people. Like there's some Dominican Hispanic that are dark skin too. So like just that nice melanated chocolate skin is actually perfect. And after that, if you just happen to have natural body features, because I like a woman, I don't want that fake shit. I want you to have natural hair. I want you to have natural body.
So you mean with the fake ass and all that?
You got 7 minutes.
So you mean with the fat ass and all that? Alright, we're gonna play. Be good.
What happened?
So you don't like fake asses and fake titties?
I'm gonna hit it, but I ain't gonna take you serious. I say it like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit it, but I ain't gonna take you serious because you don't take you serious.
You didn't tell the difference?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'll be able to be real with you.
I get it. I definitely get it. Cause some of them, cause even though like some of them they make it look, there's just certain way that they do it where like the butt don't look natural. Cause it don't gravity is showing you all type of unless you 18, my nigga. Unless you 18 and you're really in the gym, my nigga. If your body's not in shape a certain way, I'm gonna automatically assume it's fake.
Damn. I feel like, to me, it has to be a nice thigh to booty ratio.
Yeah.
That thigh meat gotta be thick too.
Like,
think about the thigh meat. I love thigh meat. But think about the thigh meat, like, you can't be all skinny when your shit wild fat, but like, no. Like, what the fuck are you really? You fucking lollipop booty bitch? That shit look crazy, like. Get the thigh meat. I'm trying to say, you got skinny legs, you want ass, put some thigh meat in there, let it go through the saying, get it right. That shit be, you know what I mean? Some of that shit be looking crazy. And there's actually women naturally with skinny legs and made that maybe have a effect. That's not a lot.
but even though you can tell when it look like, I don't know.
It be looking crazy sometimes.
I love women's body, so I really be looking at like all of it, like the woman's body, like. So like I can really tell when shit natural, when shit shit's supposed to look a certain way. She's supposed to have a little dimple. She's supposed to have a little sag. She's supposed to have a little. Unless you're really in the gym taking really care of your body. And how many women do you think really take care of their body? These bitches is out every weekend popping bottles and drinking, and these bitches ain't supposed to be shaped like that.
You know,
if you know anything about like you know anything about the body and physics and all that shit, bitch, you're not built like that for real. You're not in the gym. Like, no.
I'm not built like that for real.
I'm skinny right now, but I know all about the gym and all about that health shit. Like, that shit is a real, you gotta, so I know for a fact how to, no, bitch, you're not built like that. There's no way. There's some few, like, there's some niggas that are just naturally shredded and don't do nothing. And some bitches that are just built like a fucking, like Meg Thee Stallion and ain't do nothing. There's a few that you can tell, but like I said, that shit is real. Like, you can tell when it's like homegrown down south ass. Like Texas or like Houston ass. Like, yeah, nah, that's real ass.
Like, I ain't gonna front, like, I prefer natural women too. I don't knock it, like, I'm not against it. Like, if that's what you want to do, and then you got the money, do you. Like, if you want to look a certain way and you feel like that's gonna make you happy, do it. But me personally, when I see a woman with no makeup on, and she's got her natural hair, her natural body, like,
because it's like this.
For me. That is what it is, right?
It's simple.